Hey everybody, Kyle Goeth here from GoatFilmReviews.com and the Goat Film Reviews YouTube channel, and I've got my first reaction to the new 2023 film, Mother Couch. This is directed by Niclas Larsson, and it is an adaptation of a 2020 Swedish novel following three siblings played by Ewan McGregor, Rhys Ifans, and Laura Flynn Boyle, as they spend several days inside of a furniture store when their mother refuses to leave. She sits on the couch, as you will. So this was a movie that was sent to me by the studio. I didn't know anything going into it except for the Ewan McGregor of it all. And I gotta say, this was one where the absurdity levels that were at play here reached a certain spot in the film where I thought, I don't really know what's happening as much as I thought I did. And continually did that as the 95 minutes of the film unraveled. And so all I can say about it is that while I was generally confused through a large portion of it, I think the characters were too, and I think that was kind of the point. This was a movie that was so ludicrously assembled that I think for some people who aren't willing to take the dive, it might be, you know, a little bit too out there for you, a little bit too odd, a little bit too strange. For me, I found peeling back the layers and trying to kind of discover what was really happening here was a lot of fun. I did enjoy most of the kind of mystery element that's presented for audiences here. I think the general performances were pretty solid. I like seeing Ewan McGregor kind of play a bit of an ass. And there's elements of assness to him that I think he does pretty well. You know, he's always upstaged by Rhys Ifans as the brother, who always kind of brings that same kind of vibe, but tends to go a little bit further than even believed. It was also nice to see Laura Flynn Boyle. I haven't seen her in a movie in maybe decades, so it was great to see her there. As they're spending time in this thing, it's not just the three siblings and the mother, it's also the owner, and I believe his twin, and the daughter of the owner as well, who's kind of there almost guiding them through this journey at the same time, while also not being entirely forthcoming about who they are, what their experiencing is. The whole thing is a bit of a nightmare movie, and at times it does seem to venture into a certain level of horror or comedy. It's just kind of a bit all over the place, but that's kind of how the film works in its favor. I really enjoyed a lot of what the Mother Couch had to offer. The writing was sharp without giving everything away. The performances were solid. The movie moved at a pretty nice clip as well. It was not one that dowered itself in the confusion. I think it kind of tells you outright with the filmmaking techniques that Larsson is putting to use here. Have fun with this because we're going to be on a ride whether or not you get where the destination is. I will say that, you know, kind of as it all starts to come together at the end of the film, I thought that was kind of a predictable realization that we were going through, but at the same time, it was also pretty necessary to what the story had set up. You know, it wasn't that they had tried to twist ending you with this reveal. It's just that when you finally kind of put together where our characters are in their journeys and what's really happening in this furniture store, it's a pretty interesting little send-off for us as well, filled with fun performances. I think it's a movie that is definitely an unforgettable experience, purely because you spend most of it trying to wrap your head around the scenario that you're in. And I have to say, it's definitely a hoot, and I recommend it. So go ahead and check out Mother Couch when it releases in limited release in theaters as well as on home video soon. That's my thoughts on the film. Come back here and let me know what you thought about Mother Couch down below in the comment section. While you're down there, please like and subscribe. There are 2 free things you can do that help to support the channel immensely, and you never miss new episodes of the show as they drop. You can also check out GoatFilmReviews.com for my many written reviews. You can check out Goat Film Reviews on Facebook. You can follow me at Almighty Goatman on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, and Threads. And you can find my show Kyle and Nick on Film that I co-host with Nick Plotachuk from the St. Paul Filmcast. We have new episodes of that show every single week, so go ahead and check out all those links there, as well as a link down below for the Minnesota Film Critics Alliance, of which I'm a member. You can check out more reviews from myself, as well as my fellow critics over there, and we'd love to have you join us and take a look there and talk about movies. That's the best thing about it. Thank you so much for joining us. Get off that couch, go outside, check out this movie, and then come on back, sit down on the couch, and let me know what you thought.